the National Elections Commission to monitor here in Sanniquellie, where the Election Commission is making everything possible to ensure this election is very crucial by
it wasn't there.
There are up to 7 candidates who can form our contest by here staff coverage of the by-election. And of course, today marks our first day here in the county and there are lots of activities that will be bringing to you live as a minute to the public. We'll be tapping out, we'll be visiting some of the bureau precincts as in addition to the by-election. Now, so our team is here in Nimba County. We will be bringing you live coverage of this Nimba County by-election. Our teammates Sanniquellie and I will be bringing this broadcast for you. But Fabi, let me join you quickly to speak to those who are following since we already Senatorial district or voting process.
Once you show her that the background, you are still verifying from this end down to the fence where there will be moving work
here, just 2 days to the election, the by-election, and from our own observation, the city is quite quiet and appears very peaceful, relatively calm and peaceful. But we intend to speak to some of the citizens randomly as we move forward with the process. We also intend to do so in Ganta district number 1 will also intend to speak to people, as we also have observed that the city is relatively calm and peaceful, so sticking still with making our round. Let's talk to a few young people who are also there. Kindly introduce yourself. Tell us what you maybe we should face
So like I say, I'm here also.
okay. And the good thing is that media practitioner
well, we are here and we have been observing the campaign and now we are very everybody says go to the representative Sanniquellie to do the work for the people because we need the best of the government.
Yeah, I agree. What's the atmosphere there? Because we observe it's calm.
Yeah, the place, calm, the place. And the reason is because somebody where they were sad or where they took place near your campus, so that's why you're seeing the harbor. The atmosphere is a group of we are in a group of nature here. We got to see the sunset. So nothing can be by here.
been with over 307,000 plus registered voters, approximately whoever wins will be replacing What are your expectations for Where will you be voting?
I will actually be voting in three, specifically Bapa.
Okay, now what do you register?
Yes,
How far is that from here?
Bapa is the car is
You all have to be in the class, so it doesn't matter how far.
yes, actually, for me, I'm one of the election workers.
Oh, okay.
The temporary.
Everybody Nimba already?
Yes, signed in Bapa.
And Gary can guarantee us your work diligently to this level. Thank you very much for talking to us. I really appreciate it. Still talking to more people here. What have you been so far? I mean, what I from now to Tuesday, we've got like let's assume 2 days, and I think that's sufficient time for staff to verify their names, you know, to know where they'll be going. Definitely. So we also intend to take a tour around the city of Sanniquellie, show you the atmosphere and what the city looks like ahead of elections day on Tuesday. And also, since Ganta is not far from here, it's around I think 15 to 25 or 30 to 45 minutes. You can just drive there quickly, and we can also drive through the city of Ganta, show you the atmosphere, what it looks like. We want to also do similar videos before Elections Day to show you the atmosphere. And on Elections Day, we will be in Tapita, we will be here in Ganta, we will be in Sanniquellie, Sanniquellie, you know, in all of the electioneering activities. How are you? The electioneering activities. So wherever you're watching us on
come outside and talk to them.
Yes.
The left-hand side where you're looking at is the memorial site built for fallen Senator Prince White, who will be killed right after.
So if you look very closely, the Palaba hut, the one in the compound, someone said we should please say what's going on. Oh, wow. We've been talking for ages. I don't know, probably the person is not following. But we're just in the principal street of Sanniquellie. There's nothing going on. The activities regarding elections, campaign activities have already ended. Currently what's going on is that the Elections Commission is making every necessary arrangement, and they are taking their election materials across the county from one major city to the other, one voting precinct to the other. In fact, as we speak, some of the precincts have already received all necessary election materials as we gather from the election folks here in Sanniquellie. Also, election staff, volunteer election staff are verifying their names at the election headquarters here in elections. On Tuesday, the elections will be held, and we will bring you live coverage of those activities that will be taking place across the county. I mean, we are into the square, and we are hoping to speak to the superintendent and other. We are told she's not here, not available, and so by tomorrow we might be able to talk to her. The arrangement is being another one. Then we have to say, take a brief break. Because we are being told there's some sound.
City of Ganta, Nimba County, where it will be the crucial election that will be held on Tuesday, so that the people of Nimba County decide to vote for another senator that will replace the late Prince Johnson, who was the senator here in Nimba County that passed off sometime last year, November. The streets of Ganta to where we are is relatively calm. People are going about their normal business, and as you may be aware, a few minutes ago, we left from Sanniquellie and came back to Ganta, where we were at the Office of the National Elections Commission, and we talked to several people that we met on grounds, and they told us about the election. Basically, they spoke about peace, and then they will decide who to vote for come Tuesday. Among the 7 candidates, where we have a lone female amongst the men. Now, most of the people that we talked to, or that you saw in the video in the background, were poll watchers trying to verify their names, which of course they did, because earlier on it was jam-packed, but then later on the crowd went down to that extent, for which we believe that some of them found the places that they were assigned to, and eventually found their names posted on the wall by the National Elections Commission. And as I said, I'm here along with my colleague Anthony Williams, and we are here somehow in the streets of Ganta, where we will be moving on later on to talk to people around Ganta this evening to tell us what they make of the upcoming elections, what they pray for, and what they expect to see maybe 2 days from now and before the weekend, so that they have a new senator elected for this county.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Fabi. And like you said, the people of Nimba County, the people of Ganta, Sanniquellie, Tapeta, Sanniquellie, Logwatu, Yekepa, you name the yes, you name all of the places. Yes. They will be waking up to a very crucial new week, because on Tuesday they will be going to a very crucial elections to replace fallen Senator Prince Johnson. So like you said, the streets of the city are relatively calm, and people are moving about their normal business. So this evening we're going to use the LPMC Park Road, drive through there, and then come back here on the Ganta Main Street, drive through Toto, and then maybe we can come back here at Jackie's at the guest house. And for those who are following us, we just wanted to show you the atmosphere, what Ganta City looks like 2 days to election, the famous Nimba County Senatorial by-election. Sure. So we're going to pull our vehicle now, and we'll start driving through the city. So we want to start driving from along the LPFC back road end, and then we can come through the other side and show you what activities are like, especially across, downtown. Sure, yeah, Ganta, definitely. Around the turning point in the gas station. Campaign activities have ended already. Sure. So obviously people will be expecting the city to be hot, people moving here and there, but it's not like that, because campaign activities have ended already. There's nobody doing campaigns anymore here in the city. So obviously I mean, everyone now is calm and are waiting the elections. In fact, as I speak to you, those who are voting in faraway places are already leaving, and they're going to their various locations. So I think we can make our way into the vehicle now. And just before we make our way, Anthony, what I noticed today when we enter Ganta, because we are aware that the campaign has been closed, and there's nothing like probably you find people maybe in the corner wearing a single t-shirt, or maybe a paper around from Ganta or to Sanniquellie where we drove. There's nothing of such that you find in the streets. There's no campaign flyer, there's no campaign billboard, there's no one wearing campaign t-shirts and all that. I think this will be peaceful, and that's what we pray for along with the people of Nimba, because this is Liberia. We're all yearning for a peaceful country, and we hope to see what's going to happen 2 days from now. Guys, let's walk you through the city of Ganta. Thank you for following. Stick and stay with us. We'll now make our way and drive through the city, starting with the LPMC Bagro area, where we will be showing you, for those of you who have just joined us, we're here in the county. LNTV is in the county, and we will be bringing you the elections coverage be bringing you full coverage of the Nimba County Senatorial by-elections. This election is crucial, and it is going to replace the fallen Senator Prince White Johnson. And at this point, my teammate Fabin Koya and I, we are already on board, and we're passing. We are making our way now along the MPMC area. Right here you have the famous Jackie's Hotel and Guest House right on our right hand side here. So as we move on, Fabi, this is what Ganta looks like. This is what the streets of Ganta looks like. Very calm.
Sure.
Right here is the famous Jackie's Guest House. Let's go. Here is the famous Jackie's Guest House, and there are folks there enjoying themselves, having sporting activities. Some of these people will be heading for the polls tomorrow to cast their votes to decide who becomes their next senator.
That's why we hope to see tomorrow.
It will be on Tuesday, sorry. On Tuesday, some of these people will be going to the polls to cast their votes to see who becomes the next senator for Nimba County to replace fallen Senator Prince White Johnson. Like in the race, we're naming some of the contenders.
Yeah, like the lone female, Edith, along with Mike Leon, Councillor Garrison Yelu, and the rest. There are 7 in a race, and everybody vying for a single seat.
Yeah.
To know who becomes the next senator of Nimba County, who will replace the fallen Senator Prince Johnson.
Definitely.
And the people of Nimba, some said to us it's a Herculean tax, but they're going to vote wisely because they want peace, and they have listened to the various candidates' platforms, and so they will be choosing and deciding on Tuesday to know who the next senator is.
Definitely. And so it's a very crucial one. It's a very crucial election for the people of Nimba. Edith Gongo, where already lawmaker Koga, Koga is also in the race. And just the other day I was having a conversation with someone, and the person was like, we can't say who wins anyway, but this will also create a gap for another by-election here in Nimba County eventually, provided if that's going to happen. But again, you never know who wins, so you can't assume that's going to happen.
The Nimbayans are upbeat about this election.
Sure.
This by-election, evident from the fact that people that we talk to, they are all upbeat about it and waiting to see who becomes the next senator. Because they are not, they won't outrightly tell you that Mr. X will be or Mrs. Y will be, because that would be another form of campaigning.
Sure.
But all they know that Tuesday they are going to the ballot box to cast a ballot for whoever they think should be the one that they desire of being the senator of the county.
And come to think of it, Nimba County is one of Liberia's largest, has up to 9 electoral districts and 17 administrative ones. So, I mean, when it comes to development across the country, this is one of the country's fastest developing counties also, next to Magidi, Mostrado, and other counties. In terms of trade, Nimba County is usually connected when we speak about trade, ranging from having very commercial cities like Tapita, Ganta itself, where we are, having cities like Sanniquellie, Sanniquellie, you know.
Even the border towns.
Definitely. Most of these cities are connecting Liberia to our neighboring counties like the Ivory Coast, like Guinea, you know, right here from in Ganta where we are. You can go to Guinea very easily.
Just drive to the border, just cross
then
over.
From here you can also drive to Lubatu, you know,
to the Ivory Coast,
get to the Ivory Coast.
Maryland,
Maryland, all of that. So I mean, making a crucial decision for a crucial elections like this one also has a huge part to play, you know, to contribute to the
economy.
Yes, to our economy as a country, to the economy, you know,
our health sector,
definitely,
the agricultural sector.
Come to think of it, fallen Senator Prince Johnson was a very influential figure in the county. And his influence was not only limited to Nimba County. If you go to Montserrat, where he resided, because he had to go to Parliament regularly, he has a school there, he has a church there, and he has impacted lots of lives, in a way. This is Liberia we're talking about holistically as a country. So whoever becomes senator for Nimba County, Nimba being a very large county and very influential county, that person obviously has an impact and an influence over the country, definitely.
Sure.
So that is why this election is very crucial for the people of Nimba. And yes, like you said, the people of Nimba are taking this election very seriously. And while it's true that they want to make sure that it's peaceful, it can end peacefully, they can go to the polls peacefully, cast their vote for whoever they want, and get to have a senator for themselves at the end of the day.
That's what we hope to see, and that's what we are yearning for. As I said earlier, the people of Nimba, we are all Liberians.
Sure.
And peace is what they are preaching. When you talk to them, they are all yearning or calling for a peaceful election.
Yeah.
And once the city or the county to remain calm as they go through their constitutional duty by casting a ballot to vote for whoever are in a race amongst the 7. And obviously one person will be victorious or will come up victoriously to be the next senator in Nimba County. As you said, it's true. Nimba is one of the fastest growing counties we have here in Liberia, evident by the fact of things that we see when it comes to tourism.
Sure.
They have too many sites for people to visit and see. When it comes to the economy, we have businesses booming, not only from Ganta, but from also Tabita and Sanniquellie and other nearby towns and villages that will have to bring the produce to the market to sell. And within the transportation sector, it's also booming. And not forgetting the health sector and the education sector. So Nimba is contributing largely to Liberia, and we hope that things will be calm as we see, and pray that it continues. And this is a message I've been going on: a peaceful election, a non-violent one. Young people shouldn't be carried away, because most of the people that we saw, especially in Sanniquellie at the next headquarters, that went to verify or was just standing around, there were many young people, young folks, boys and girls. So we hope that everything remains as it is from where we see, and that the people of Nimba County this week will have their say and maybe welcome just anyone who comes out victoriously out of this campaign or the elections rather.
Definitely, Fabian. I mean, that's a whole lot. Nimba County, of course, like you said, very crucial. Now, as we drive on, we're still using the LPMC back road. We've not gotten to a very active part of Nimba yet, so we'll get to some of the famous places that you all know, the beer garden, the Justina. Just past Jackie, so for those of you watching, still here, we're in the northeastern Liberia, Nimba County. I mean, speaking of Nimba, Fabian, I still want to emphasize the pivotal role that this county plays to Liberia's development. So it plays a very pivotal role in the nation's development, particularly in areas such as infrastructure, trade, and road connectivity. As one of Liberia's most popular counties, Nimba boasts a rich cultural heritage and a diverse landscape, ranging from the dense forest to mountainous terrain. Over recent years, significant strides have been made to enhance, the county's infrastructure, aiming to bolster economic activities and improve the quality of life for people residing here in the county. And these are evident by some of the infrastructure that we've seen. These are evident by some of the road projects we're talking about. Ganta to Sanniquellie, where we just came from, in less than 15 to 20 minutes, we were right here in Sanniquellie. We went there to and fro and came back very fast. And I mean, like, we were having this discussion in the car, and I was saying, once we can get Liberia connected through roads, development will be fast, because people will have the ability to take goods and services from one end of the county to the other. And Nimba is one county that is exhibiting that when it comes to road connectivity. From Ganta to Lokwato border, there are active road projects that are,
pavement is being done as far as the Okapo border to get to the Ivory Coast. Liberians will be effectively trade with Ivorians through that particular road connection. And so Nimba is a cornerstone, you know, for development efforts, to be real. And come to think of it, the completion of the 30-kilometer asphalt pavement road between Sanniquellie and Tapita that I just mentioned, which was done in 2024, is a testament to these efforts that we're talking about. I mean, it's
So road connectivity is key.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's kind of a project that's part of the larger Southeastern corridor, you know, going to Maryland, you know, to asset management phase 2. There's phase 2 of this project also, which aims to enhance transportation links between this region, this Mana River region. And you won't believe that Nimba is so uniquely situated in the MRU. It's between Liberia, it's between Ivory Coast, it's between Guinea. Additionally, Ganta Sanniquellie corridor also has a 35-kilometer stretch. You understand? 35-kilometer stretch that's in between this particular location. So beyond transportation, Nimba has also seen advancement in other sectors, like the Ministry of Agriculture have launched a 200-kilometer farm to market road project that is aimed at connecting cocoa farmers to markets, thereby enhancing agricultural productivity and trade. Furthermore, the county health infrastructure has been bolstered with the renovation of the 15 health facility and the installation of modern sanitation system. You understand?
Yeah.
Nimba, in fact, to just sum everything up, Nimba, it exemplifies Liberia's ongoing efforts to foster development through improved infrastructure, like I've been saying.
Enhance
Yes,
trade.
to enhance trade opportunities, better public services. While we agree that challenges that keep using the LPNC back road, we also hit the
Heart of the city.
Yeah, actual city that everyone knows. But again, Fabian, Tuesday, like we said, is going to be a very vital day to the people of Nimba County. They are very vital to Liberia. Nimbarians should know that. It's not in any way to make any country feel inferior about themselves. This is Liberia. Every county is important. Every county plays a vital role to Liberia's development. But I want to these elections are very crucial to the people of Nimba because, come to think of it, the figure who served in this position played a very vital role to Nimba counties historically.
Very influential.
Yes, historically, and I don't want to go back to the olden days of the war and all of that on how fallen Senator Prince Johnson contributed. But if we look in the history books, the influence remains. The influence remains. You could have seen it last November, or you could have seen it when he died last November, and what the atmosphere was like.
And even up to the day of his funeral,
Sure, definitely.
So what happened here?
Yeah. So these elections are crucial. So now we will see if we can talk about some of the candidates that are in the elections. Let's see if we can talk about. So I mean, you know the list, Fabien. So maybe we could start by talking about Honorable Samuel Koga, Madam Edith Bongo Ware, all of them. We can start talking about them, Yes. So you can just go ahead and be saying
the lone female.
Yeah.
She's participated. This isn't her first election in the county. She's participated, and she's here again, this time amongst the men.
Yeah, sure.
In the past elections, most times she came closer to the fallen lawmaker.
Yeah.
And so every election has its own trend or way of going.
Yeah.
So being the lone female, people want to say that gender parity.
Yeah.
They want to see it another way of being a feminist, but sometimes people will say we are female, and the feminists amongst the males in these elections here is political season, and so that's a different ball game.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a different ball game. Well, as I said, all the candidates in the race had a message or messages, and they had a platform that they had spelled out to the people of Nimba in the various districts, selling a platform, selling the ideas to people. And they're going to decide, Tony, among the seven. Yeah, they're going to decide.
Sure. So, as we drive on, we'll talk about all of the candidates quickly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the candidates quickly.
Garrison Yellow.
Yeah, Ganta,
you know. A lawmaker.
So, speaking about the candidates, first of all, I keep emphasizing on this election, Fabi. This is not the portion that I wanted. I mean, as we move on. So we will be getting the actual road itself any moment from now. We're just using the back road. And but I mean, this 2024 Senatorial by-election is actually featuring a very competitive race, and I wanted to make that known. And amongst several of these candidates who are in this election, each of them with distinct political backgrounds and different political affiliations. Starting with Yandi Toyen, who is representing the Unity Party. He emerged victorious with 59%. Yes, so go back that way. 59% of the vote, securing 67 by ballots. And we also, but this was then when he won. Then
2024.
Yeah, when he won. We also, his campaign was notably endorsed at the time by Vice President Jeremiah Kwankun, former Senator Prince Johnson, who died. But despite his initial support for Toyen's rival, who is currently now running, also Sanniquellie. Can you imagine that? Sanniquellie. Toyen's background includes his role as a former NASCOR executive. He was a former NASCOR executive and an assistant minister for youth services. And he also holds degrees in sociology and public policy. Actually, Sanniquellie on the other end is a member of the People's the PUP, but currently now as we speak, he's affiliating with the MDR. Of course, the MDR. In the past, he received up to 35% of the vote back then. His candidacy was endorsed also by Vice President Kun currently, who emphasized the importance, which I don't want to mention, but there has been this ethnic thing going on over the place since the campaign started, but I don't want to mention that also. Then we also have Groupie, former senator. We then also, back then, and all of these guys who are contesting, they contested back then to fill in a gap of current Vice President Jeremiah Kwankun. Yes, all filling a gap back then. So now it's a whole different ball game. They have the lone female Ile Gongo well with them. Jared, I would love us to go up on the right a little bit, then we go to do it at the beginning turning point there, and then we can come back and then drive through. So we're here now just from using the LPMC back road, and we're somewhere right here on the the actual Ganta Broad Street that everyone knows.
The bustling.
Yes. So then we're heading towards Tota. We want to go to the Guinea border junction and just make a U-turn, and then we can drive back towards Jackie's where we are, and then we can call it at night. For those who are following, we just want to show you what the city looks like tonight. This is just 2 nights or just a night to elections, or 2 nights to elections. Elections will be on the 22nd of this month, Tuesday, and we will be visiting some of the major cities where people will be voting. We are at the former Total, now Kones gas station. Yes, former Total, now Kones gas station. That's where we are. And then, yes, let's drive on, Fabi. what does the city look like to you? Ganta is always a busy place already. Don't forget.
This place, Ganta never sleeps.
So
Any time of the day and night, if you hit Ganta, you find the city running.
Yeah, it's a bustling city.
A bustling place. It's just that today is Sunday evening.
Definitely.
And you won't have too many people.
Sure.
For ordinary days, driving through, you find a lot of people in the streets of Ganta to where we are, and we just passed the Aminata gas station, which is now Connect.
Let's go ahead.
Where we have people still selling the streetwears in the street here.
It's Sunday, and imagine what the streets look like.
We have shops open, people selling their clothes. We have money changers on the road. We have people selling soda. We have motorcyclists up and down in the streets. We have entertainment centers all open, and people are all going about their normal business here in Ganta. As we say, it's a bustling city. And from the honking of the cars and the motorbikes, the sounds, you know something going on here. We are in the heart of the city here, where we have a lot of people going back and forth. As I said earlier, or as we said earlier in our broadcast, it's relatively calm. People are going about their normal business just 2 days to the crucial elections.
Right here by the famous beer garden. We're about to make our U-turn at the Guinea border junction, and then we'll make our way back. But this is what Sunday night looks like, 2 nights before elections Tuesday. This is what it looks like. So Ganta never sleeps. For those of you who are watching us, we'd like to say thanks for watching and thanks for following us. And whatever part of the country you're watching us from, we'll be here in Nimba to keep bringing you updates on the elections. Our major concern is just to bring you updates on the elections. But basically, we want to also show you that the city, go there, no, not here. Yes, yes, turn. I mean, basically, just to show you that the city is calm. The people of Nimba are peaceful. We spoke to a lot of them, and they made it clear to us that they want to keep it peaceful.
Yeah, they want to keep it peaceful.
It's going down. Yeah, there's nothing there. That place is dark.
Yeah, it's turning right here.
We're just going to turn, then we'll go right back. Yes. So we just want to show you the city is calm, the city is peaceful. We spoke to lots of Nimbayans here in Nimba, in Ganta, and they made it clear they want peace. I mean, they want all the best for their county. Whoever wins becomes the next senator for the county to replace fallen Senator Prince White Johnson. All right, Fabi. So we're now making our U-turn.
Making our U-turn from the Benin border.
Now make our U-turn to drive on. And at least we drove along quite a reasonable distance now along the LPNC back road there. And then we're in the heart of the city itself. I mean, just went to Ganta at night, just so you see what the city looks like also. People
are queued up around various entertainment centers, watching football.
It even gets more crowded than this on Sundays, but like I said,
and you find them queued out just on the sidewalks and trying to get a glimpse of the games that are being played.
Definitely. Since it's on a Sunday, this number might look smaller, but another reason that could contribute to why it could be that the elections, lots of people have gone to their very hometown. They want to cast their votes in their hometown, and you know, tomorrow is Monday. There's only going to be just 1 day in between. First thing Tuesday morning, serious work starts, voting starts. So everyone have made their way to their various villages and towns. Beautiful, bustling, beautiful looking entertainment centers. Yes. I mean, it all tells you how peaceful the place is because people are having fun. I mean, there are no confrontations
no
here and there.
confrontation. Go about a normal business.
Yeah, everyone is going about their normal business.
And I mean, you see them looking happy.
Yeah.
Evening hours, trying to relax themselves.
Yeah.
To get ready for Monday, and then Tuesday.
Yeah.
They are all set to cast a vote again.
Yeah. Tuesday we go, we cast a vote. Whoever wins, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we're heading back now from where we started. We started somewhere around the famous Jackie's Guest House.
Yeah.
That place looks like a hotel now. Lots of development in Nimba.
Yeah. And tonight, just as we passed by, we saw kids playing basketball.
Yeah, playing basketball, playing, you know,
all around
table
the pool,
tennis.
table tennis.
I mean, speaking of
But Ganta
development,
is so calm.
fast developing,
Yeah.
fast developing. Fast developing. I mean, this is why we have to emphasize on the issue of peace. No country or no country goes further as it relates to development without being peaceful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ensuring that Ganta, ensuring that Nimba is peaceful, ensuring that the people of Nimba can go to the pools, cast their vote peacefully. Whoever wins, they accept the result. I mean, has a huge part to play on their growth.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we're still in the Boston streets. Famous Ganta City.
Ganta City.
Yeah.
Ganta.
Yeah, you could say Ganta. You could say
Ganta.
Can you imagine? Yeah. So I mean, we're trying our best just to keep the conversation going, so you can have a glimpse of what the city looks like. There are folks in the comment section. Kindly leave your comments. We might want to read them. There are folks commenting in the comment section who they're going to vote for. There are people saying peaceful election. Yes, folks joining us from Capitol Hill.
Watching from Minnesota, USA.
Wow, lots of followers. There are folks watching us.
From Takata.
Yes, so alright guys, thank you very much. Yes, some of the comments can be very hilarious, you know. Yes. Thank you guys, thank you for following, Stick and stay with us, keep following. We are in your city. If you're in Ganta, we are in your city. And I hope you are preparing to go to the pools on Tuesday. And we hope you intend to keep it peaceful.
Keep it peaceful.
Yes, we hope you intend to keep it peaceful. All of the people in the race are all Nimbayans, are all Liberians. They are not from different parts of the world. And so, trust me, at the end of the day, all of these politicians will come together. Don't put your life on the line for them like that.
Sons and daughters of Nimba,
of course. If anything goes wrong, these will be the same very people who will come together to have discussions. Do you understand? So there should be no reason why. Yes, peace first, peace last.
Peace before and peace after.
Yeah.
It's what they are telling us, and it's what they are yearning for.
Definitely. I mean, those campaigns, all the campaign messages were only meant, you know, definitely everyone has to prove a point. Everyone has to show they deserve the position. You know, everyone has to come to you to convince you. So they had to say stuff to convince you and get into your head. But they are not justifiable to make you to cause violence, you know, or go to the polling station and start causing problems. I think that will obviously not be okay. Just go to the polling station peacefully on Tuesday. Go to the FFR, find a name, cast your vote, and walk out.
Just walk out.
Walk out. It's safer like that than to get in confrontation with your brother. You might meet him once the elections are over. You guys will still remain in Mayans. I mean, that's it. Definitely, that's going to be it. One Nimba, one Liberia. You know. So yes, we're still driving in the city center, and if you are in Nimba and you are following our video, you're in Ganta, kindly leave your comment. Kindly leave your comment. Someone said, I wish my county well. We are in one spirit with our beautiful county. That's a nice one. Someone said, hey, I'm joining you from Capitol Hill. I'm following you from Tapita City. This person might be one of our followers, and they probably know me or someone else. But I mean, beautiful comments coming from those of you who are following. Someone said, good job guys. Thanks for watching. So we're driving through the city. We've left the total area, or we can say Kones, and we're heading towards the Ganta sports pitch. Lone Star Cell, MTN. You know, we're climbing the hill. Eventually, we're going further. We've passed, I guess. So for those of you watching, stick and stay with us. Keep following us, Fabien. Of recent in the county, you've noticed, speaking of the campaign activities, all of the political parties are here in Ganta, in Nimba, campaigning from one end of the county to the other. Capita, Lopato, Yekepa, Sanniquellie, Sanniquellie. You know, I like the names of the cities in Nimba, you know,
all those places.
And everyone have been campaigning. You are speaking of the lone female, all of the female politicians across that area, including former President Ellen Johnson, former Vice President Howard Taylor,
Councillor Charlie
former Councillor Liberty Party, Councillor Charlie Bromsky.
Came here to show that women's solidarity. That campaign has closed.
Female solidarity.
Female solidarity.
The seats from the end of the CDC, former President George Weah, Aison Yiba, Jerry Stewart.
And our boss, our energetic boss.
Yes, Mr. D. Flomo II. Yes. And he doesn't like you calling his Mr. and all of that so much.
Just call him
D. Flo. But he will be heading the team for the length of time that we will be here for. He will direct all of the activities, what cities we will visit, you know, which police stations we will go to. Good thing is he has given all the list of all the various police stations already. So Jackie, let's just do it right before the famous Jackie there. Have we reached our final destination already?
Not yet.
Hold the door. Alright, so now moving further.
And when I noticed today, Ghana was sunny. Ganta was a sunny area today.
Yes, the weather was okay.
The weather, what we had rain few days. Ganta was sunny, and we hope tomorrow there will be a sunny day here.
Yeah, let's go bring Dustin for on Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
the major concern is Tuesday.
But I won't stop the voters, I believe.
No, the rain will not stop the people of the map from making that decision.
They will go and cast a ballot to make a decision as to who becomes the next senator of this great county.
It's crucial, you know. I mean, replacing fallen Senator Prince
crucial.
So someone saying, and I play. Yes, let's be real. It's not easy to do, and that person, you know, I mean, that's why I say it's a very crucial election, because the people of Nimba are going to this election with high anticipation, because they expect, not necessarily does the president have to deliver like fallen Senator Prince Johnson did, but that expectation is there that whoever wins this election or this election will have to, you know, ably represent the people of Nimba County. So we want to go to the famous Jackie guest house, and then we can end it right there. We do our final stand-up, then we can party at night. So for those of you who have watched, for those of you who have followed, you've done magnificently well by following us, by dropping your comments. Someone said we want a fair election. Someone said we are going to vote with all our hearts. Someone said, can you imagine? Someone is watching us on GSA Road as far as Monrovia. People are watching, people are joining us on the Capitol. I mean, lots of comments, lots of beautiful comments. So for those of you who have followed us, we'd like to say thanks for following. We are here at the famous Jackie's guest house, where we want to call this a night. We want to just turn. The Kones gas station is just right next door. The petrol train is right next door. So let's just go somewhere at the end there, Jerry, and then we can turn. But this is the famous. We are at the main gate. We're not going in there, so are we?
No, we are not.
Yes, just go there at the end, please. Oh. Yes. Let's find somewhere better. Pass this pole and park better, sir. Yes. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. I mean, this place looks so stunning, you know. Nimba, I mean, I don't want to speak much about development, you know, but this place is fast developing, So yes, let's just do the final one, Fabi, and then we can call it a night. For those of you who have watched, you've done tremendously well by following, by watching. So yes, thanks to Ayezon Yiba, who has been on camera. Ayezon, who has been on camera, he's been doing a great job to showcase Nimba across the city. One thing I've noticed also is that the city is lighted. Yes, the city is lighted. There are some places with very good light. Maybe we just use this backdrop. Is this okay? Yeah. Here is fine. So are we okay? All right, guys. So it's been quite a long drive. Yeah. It's been quite a long drive across the city, and we just wanted to let you guys know that we are in Nimba County to provide coverage for the senatorial by-elections beginning. In fact, the election day is going to be on the 22nd on Tuesday, and we're here in the county. We'll be visiting all of the major cities, like we've done with several broadcasts that we've done across Nimba County. I remember when we were here to bury fallen Senator Prince Wyatt Johnson. We visited all of the major cities, and so we intend to do that also, to visit all of the major cities where elections will be taking place, to bring you results from there, possibly, but to also hear from voters and to hear from the electors, you know, from the voters, from the Nimbayan who will be casting their votes on tomorrow, Fabi.
Tuesday.
Yes, on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Tomorrow,
so let's get a final word from you. I keep saying tomorrow. I don't know why.
So it was great visiting and talking to people, especially from Sanniquellie, where we came from. I came back to Ganta and drove around the city tonight. And so we are here at the famous Jackie's Hotel, where we find people entertaining themselves. Initially, we saw them playing basketball because the children playground, and now we see them playing football, and people just going about the normal business. It
just shows how peaceful
Ganta, the Ganta is. And I think in the entire Nimba County, for what we noticed, and so we came from the bustling city, in the heart of the city, around the Total gas station, where we saw the beer garden, the Justin and other places. And so we're here at Jackie's, and we will be ending our broadcast here tonight so that we get prepared for tomorrow and onwards for Tuesday.
Sure. Speaking of tomorrow, on our way tomorrow, we're making our way to Tapita, and while we're headed to Tapita, we intend to show you all of the road projects that are ongoing along that route. We intend to show you the works that are taking place. We'll showcase the road works that's taking place along that route while we head for Tapita tomorrow. We also intend to go beyond Tapita eventually if we have the time. Thank you for following us. My name is Anthony Williams, and
Fabien Kuya.
Our cameraman has been my teammate Ayezon Yiba. Jared Stewart, this house chauffeur. Diflo Flomo heads our team. We'll be here in Nimba until the election is over. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks for watching. Come again.